hunt today for tortillas.
Enough! Get over here!
So we're on the hunt for a tree. It's a very, very rare tree. It's called criollo, and it's illegal to cut down, but one just fell down. And right now we are trying to gather as much wood as possible because the dry season is coming.
So freaking pretty around here. Holy crap, that's huge! Wow! I love this.
How many years do you think it has?
Cool.
A lot.
We could do 2 tables out of that too.
A small one and a big one?
Yeah.
We grabbed the piece for our table. Now we just came down the road. Gonna keep well, we got all the chainsaw stuff with us. Might as well keep slabbing this. You guys may have seen we've been working on this piece of cypress. I'm not sure what we're gonna use this for yet, but we're gonna cut 1.5 inch slabs, see how much wood we can get out of this. Gonna mill some wood with the chainsaw. It's chainsaw milling day.
So I think we're having a little bit of deja vu right now. From last week, we got Rodrigo in the back. He's holding the 2 slabs of wood that we just milled. Now we're heading back up to the bus to drop it off.
Rodrigo coming into our life and becoming a part of this might be one of the best things that have ever happened to us.
100%.
The guy's just so in. He just
so in.
loves it.
Yeah.
Hey, boo boo.
Bye, boo boo.
See you later.
Have a good night. And the thing about him too is like, he's just like a ball of light, a ball of joy all the time. Like he just brings that like excitement and that positivity, and like he has such a go-getter personality. It's such a good thing to have around.
Let our romaine plants actually go to seed so we can just kind of keep this cycle going.
And how wild is it that this here was 1 seed and it created hundreds of seeds.
I think just for the heck of it, I'll just throw some seeds in the ground here. Right back where the romaine was growing, it did so well.
I love it.
Up a little bit here, right there.
Maybe down a little bit.
There.
I would do it like in the center of the beam.
So before we get going with the rest of the walls, we need to put in our wood stove. I think we're actually gonna have to take this wall down because we need to weld everything to this metal beam that's gonna hold the wood stove. And once we get the sparks going and the welds flying, this wood is gonna start burning. So we need to do this first. And we're super excited to have a fire in
Oh my
here.
gosh, I'm so excited. I'm so
Look at this is only 12 inches. This is gonna be, it needs to go this is the bottom, so it needs to go a 10-inch run. Can you grab me the speed square, honey? So we're custom building a stand for our wood stove. We're making it out of 1/4-inch sheet metal. That's for 2 reasons. Number 1, obviously, to make it strong. And number 2, to make it safe. And just as we got going, our friend showed up, the South African family. As some of you guys know, they're gonna be coming up and living up here on our land with us.
All right, cockapoo. So the deal is, this is the first piece. This is what is going to hold up, essentially, the wood stove. So we're gonna get this piece in right here. And then it's gonna come out. We're gonna have back plate. And that's just how it's gonna be.
We're also saying our friends come every day when there's exciting stuff. These are the two things we've been looking forward to the most.
The shower and the stove.
And the stove.
All the things that bring heat.
We were just telling them, like, we also did siding for 3 weeks.
Yeah.
It's like one of the most monotonous things.
So now we're like onto like the fun stuff.
She looks like a hot dog.
Well, the stand for the stove is coming along, our little custom fabrication project. And you guys look, we got a full house in here today. And when you come outside, just like
we're gonna die! I'm telling you, we're gonna explode.
Do you want me to cue the action music?
We're gonna blow in pieces. Dad, I love you, sister. All of you guys, I love you. We're dealing with dangerous stuff here.
So we're filling up our small, like 14-ounce propane tank with this big one. I wish this is something we knew when we were doing van life, because we used to buy these and they're so expensive. Alright, get out of the comments and get back up here, because I know this is a bad idea. You guys don't need to tell me it's a bad idea. I know it's a bad idea. But desperate times call for desperate measures. And we're trying to get this metal flat, because it got bent a little bit when we welded it.
Bang it! Bang it!
Big wrench.
You got a whole cheerleading squad, love! Okay. About saving the planet here. And
The base for the wood stove is done. I just want to show you guys kind of the safety measures that we put in. You can see we have a 1-inch air gap between the stove and the 1/4-inch metal plate. And there's also going to be a 1-inch air gap right here between the metal plate and the plywood. And this spacing is even more than the manufacturer recommends for safety from combustible materials. Unfortunately, it's going to take about 2 months for us to import the proper chimney pipe, because you can't buy chimney pipe anywhere here in Panama. We might be in the only place in this whole country where you would even consider putting in a wood stove. Everywhere else is just way too hot. But the thing is, there's a huge hurricane that's going to be hitting us tomorrow, and we want to have a source of dry heat, and this wood stove is how we're going to do it. So we're going to hook this up wrong. This isn't going to be safe, but at least the wood stove will work. We're just going to use some ducting that you would use for a dryer for now. And that'll be okay for a couple weeks. We'll keep a close eye on it, and at least it'll allow us to have some warm, dry heat.
wait, you're getting a little out of control here.
Little bit more. There you are.
So this is gonna go out here, like that. Alright, now's the moment that we're gonna try this.
Let's get in hot in here.
These are 2 huge improvements within the week. Getting a shower and then having a wood stove.
Yeah, but we were out showering last night or 2 nights ago and it was freezing. Like the shower was warm, but then afterwards, because it's an outdoor shower, it was freezing outside. So we're like, imagine if we could just walk inside the workshop, have a freaking fire going. We would be freaking golden.
Okay, Rodrigo, here.
No, pero este es para agarrarla.
Woo! Good job, Cockapoo! Look at that. Look at that.
That looks so cool.
Man, it's going.
Look at no smoke's coming out either.
So good.
No smoke's coming out.
Yeah, that's really good, huh? You think he's still in here?
This is definitely still in here.
What are you doing? Are you waiting for your dinner? I have a feeling you'd still be in here.
Lola, that's not for you.
Oh boy! Oh, good boy!
You guys, Brian's depressed.
He's been in here every single day, just laying down in the greenhouse for the last like 3 or 4 days. Because Iberto's been gone. He went to go visit his family.
But we're taking good care of him. We're feeding him some food. We're giving him love.
Yeah.
He just wants Iberto's love, though. He misses
He's coming
Iberto.
back tomorrow.
Well, we have some good news. I love ending videos with some good news. But we just heard from some government officials in Panama, and it looks like we're going to be able to get our residency after all.
Woohoo!
So, one of the crazy things about being in such a small country, like here, and then being in El Salvador and talking to the El Salvadorian president, is when you're in small countries, like Panama's 4 million people, it's like your contact with the government is so much closer.
Yeah, and things get around much, much quicker because obviously the population is so much smaller.
Yeah, so our video got kind of circulated around some government officials' offices, and they called us today, and they said that the visa that we're applying for is basically, it's being reviewed to be changed right now, but we should have at least 6 months.
Yes.
So there's nothing set in stone right now.
Exactly.
So for us, it's like
such a freaking relief.
But it's interesting how different that is than like, there's so many rumors here.
Yes.
And this seemed like truth, not even rumor.
I know. And that's the thing. It's like once information gets put out, it can get twisted and turned in so many different ways. It's like, but now we know for sure. Now we know for sure.
So happy to end this video with some good news.
Yes.
If any of you guys are interested in moving to Panama, we'll link our attorney's contact information down below. He's been so awesome and so helpful.
He's been so awesome.
His name's Oliver, and he's the man. So that's where we're gonna end this video.
Thank you guys so much, and we're so happy to be able to end this video on a lighter note, and
That's about it.
that's about it.
See you guys next time.